We are John and Samantha and the proud owners of a 1986 American Ford Econoline RV, bought by us as a salvage rebuild project. The RV was bought as severely water damaged and required the interior to be completely stripped out. We plan to spend 2021 rebuilding the RV, and that work will be shown here on the channel. In 2022, we plan to take the RV on trips around the UK, taking in some stunning scenery and hopefully some wild camping, all whilst undertaking the challenges of taking such a large vehicle down narrow country lanes. Morning guys, right, big one this morning. We are cutting a hole in the new roof for the FLUE. Yeah. This is when the 300 quid roof goes up the Swanee, Rob.
No, it won't.
So we've just drilled 4 sort of pilot holes where we're going to put the FLUE through, so let's have a go. Okay, Rob, can you give us an update what we're doing here, mate?
We are installing the pump for the hot and cold water feed. The reason why I've got a compression joint here is because we're using the old American pump that we've tested and it works, which is brilliant, so that saves some money. And the only way I can get a joint in there is by using a compression joint, a copper compression joint, because it fits the American and the new plastic pipe.
So this is 15 mil.
Yeah.
And this is, what's this?
They call it, what, ½ inch, is it?
So it's imperial size, isn't it?
Yeah, it is ½ inch, John, so it's slightly bigger than our 15 mil, so it's imperial against metric. But the only way I can get it to do is by using a copper compression joint, so that will be fixed in, tightened up and secured. We're just about to run in some of the...
so we got a
on-off switch isolation valve.
There.
You can turn on.
Straight from the tank.
Yep.
Just in case there's any major issues, so we can lock that off. Okay, cool.
We're just about to run the water around the back for the toilet and the sink. Cold water first, and we'll do the hot water a bit later on.
Okay, so I'll come back to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Those are the controls for the shower. So these are going to come off again because we're going to fiberglass this board and obviously clad this with bathroom wall coverings. But yeah, just thought I'd show you the control valve we're using. £20 and pay for this. That's a real bargain, and it feels quite nice as well. Feels good quality. That's not put on yet, but yeah. So it's all coming back off. But, and then Rob done the back. Rob, didn't you? Because we had to.
We did, yeah. We had to
fix it in.
In a couple of places, it was
not piped in yet.
Heavy, so it's done now. You can see, and the beauty of this is that it doesn't matter how thick the boarding is for the shower. This is adjustable, so it can go backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
So we've got the right spacing on this side.
Okay.
So yeah, it's solid as a rock.
We'll pop back to this bit later when we start piping that in. Right, another new morning, Rob. Do you want to just explain to the viewers what we've been up to?
Yeah, we've connected the hot and cold water up. We haven't used a red or a blue pipe, we've used white pipe. We've got the hot and cold running at the back here, but the reason why I put it on the face of the wall is because we don't want no joints in here.
Yes.
Obviously for safety reasons as well. Plus also we brought it off the wall because of frost, and we're concerned about the frost.
Yep. So there's a good gap there behind there.
There is indeed.
Yep.
And then there's going to be a false wall in there. We're losing about 2 inches off the shower, which is better than having frost hit the things as well as the no joint in there.
I know from experience, we've had a static caravan and we had some frost damage, and that was in the boiler room, and so these would definitely be susceptible to frost damage. So yeah, we do need some really good insulation in there.
This is just a temporary setup.
Yes.
These are going inside the cavity of this wall here, and you can see we come down And you can follow the pipes round.
So we've got joints there because we can get to those if there's a problem.
We
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
And again, the compression joint, as I mentioned yesterday, it's the only time I can actually get one onto the American size and our size, because we're using the original pump as well.
Okay. The pipes go around there.
Follow the pipes round, John.
Around the back. Again, we'll plenty of insulation around the back there. A couple of joints there, but we can get to those. That's not a problem. Come across here, around the diesel heater, through the toilet wall.
Now we've got, you can see the T-junction down here will be access to the toilet itself.
Toilet, yeah.
And then we follow it through again.
Around
We've got,
through there. This is the kitchen.
and that's the hot and cold
The hot
water
and cold
feed.
there.
If anybody's wondering why there's black tape round one, we know it's the cold water.
Indeed. Right, let's pop over to the shower and let's have a look what we're doing there.
Yep.
What we're doing here today.
We've got a mixer tap. It's down here. It's been installed at the moment.
Yep.
And the shower head is going to come up here when it's been full.
Yeah, a little story there, isn't there? So this is the second shower head we've had.
Yeah.
So the first one was a square one, and
The ball joint was missing.
we've had it for several weeks, and this ball joint was missing. We came to use it yesterday, and I just saw what we had in the box and knew what we had in the box, and you was like, well, how am I supposed to fit that? This piece is missing. So we've had that for weeks and weeks, and it came to us incomplete. So that's sort of, well, it's not binned, but pretty useless now unless we can get a ball joint. But we bought this one yesterday.
I think
That's a nice one, actually. Nice finish on that one.
Well.
So where we put it?
This is going on the ceiling there. There's a bit, obviously, again, a lot of insulation going in there to stop any frost from coming back down. Then the feed is going to come through here, back down and across the wall that we are going to stick in at a later date.
I'm looking forward to seeing that done when it's up and running. And then today I'm going to have a go at fiberglassing this wall, which of course is one of a number of walls for the shower, but we'll get started on this one anyway. So let's carry on. Okay, update guys. So we've given this shower end a first coat of fiberglass resin, and we've given it a sheet of fiberglass and resin over the top of that. Not finished yet, but there we go. So that's going to make this lovely and waterproof. Rob.
And solid as well.
And solid, yeah. What are we doing here, mate?
Although it's saying that's solid. Right, John, we've now got the mixer taps, plumbed in to the depth that we want. Oops.
Okay.
This is the thickness of the material that we're going to be using to actually waterproof the bathroom with itself.
So guys, we're not using wooden cladding, just to be clear. It's going to be proper bathroom material.
That will go on. We can push that back, and then you can see it'll sit straight behind it, nice and snug.
Lovely.
So that's now fitted in situ, and then your mixer taps goes on top of there as well.
It's a nice valve, that is.
It is. It's not bad at all. It's very nice indeed. And then
so
what we're doing, we haven't actually finished putting the header in yet for the mixer.
Let's just pop round there.
It's connected up here.
Yeah.
I haven't connected up around the other side because there's a few things I want to change over, which I'm just going to point out to you guys. So it's ready to go.
Okay.
The system is ready to go. Yeah.
Cool. If you come round.
Okay, this is the shower head pipe. As I said, it's not connected yet. It will be connected, but we decided to not come across the bottom here with hot and cold water. We're going to come across here at the top. That's going to be pushed back in, and then you can see the pipe goes up here with another knuckle on there, and then that will come over to the shower head here. This last part here, we're going to change this to copper and put some more struts in here. So this fixing on here will be a solid fixing, so that won't fall on it in any way, shape or form. There's going to be a lot of insulation actually put up there because it's obviously close to the ceiling. But
that makes complete sense. Keep it solid up there rather than plastic.
I think that the copper part is a lot more solid than this.
You need this to stay.
We can't have this floating about anything else, and they haven't given me any fixings for it. So we are going to make sure that it's in copper and it's solid.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it.
Super job.
Okay. And finally, guys, next week is going to be an exciting week because we're putting the work surface in, and we're going to plumb in the sink.
Do you know what? Samantha's going to be chuffed to bits when that worktop goes in.
Taps are actually going in there as well, but I'm really looking forward to doing this. It's taken a while to get to this stage, but we're here and very excited, and it's going to be, it'll look good.
In fact, it's not only the sink as well, Rob, is it? Because the hob.
We're going to put the hob in, and we're going to put the cooker in as well, John.
Yeah.
And just in case some people say, well, you haven't completely finished yet. No, we appreciate that, but we need to plumb some stuff in, and it's going to be covered up if we need to do some. We have to do some work at the back, but it will be covered up. But I'm really looking forward to actually doing this next week. I don't think I'll be able to sleep. I'm that excited.
Excellent stuff, Rob. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So another update here, guys. So you probably remember there was an old bin carrier bag hanging out the side of the motorhome here. So there was an old rusty locker door on there when we first bought it, and it would have just left a hole in the side of the motorhome. So I want to do something with it, so we've bought this stainless steel plate, and we've put a little stainless steel catch on it. Makes it look like a locker, but it's not a locker. It's just a plate. But yeah, that looks quite effective. It was £13 for the plate and a £5 for the catch, so 18 quid all in. That's it for this week, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Tune in next week. We'll have lots to show you, and as Rob's just said, we're going to put that worktop in, and the cooker and the sink. It's all happening next week, so you can't miss it next week.
It's good.
All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you soon. Love you loads.
Bye bye.